Hello everyone. Am I audible and visible? Somebody please ping me so that I can begin today's short session. Just give me a second, guys. Just a second. Good afternoon. Just a second, guys. Just a second. So hello everyone. Good afternoon. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. So first of all, Happy New Year to all of you. Many of you might have taken some New Year resolution. And in the last sessions itself, I've spoken on it's my personal belief. Okay, I'm not imposing my thoughts on anyone. But in such a situation, the most important thing that we need to give up in the past year was procrastination. Isn't that so? Like many of us have thought previously that we'll start answer writing on daily basis. We'll start reading the NCERT on daily basis. We will go for the MCQs and PYQs. Okay, but we didn't do that. Why? There was one reason: excuse and procrastination. We'll start it from tomorrow. Probably we'll start it from day after tomorrow. And majorly, tomorrow never comes. Okay? So, please keep the session interactive. If you have any kind of a query, any kind of a doubt, please feel free to ask me. Okay? In today's video, I would be talking about a short strategy for the aspirants, those who are aspiring for 2027. And this strategy is from 5th of January till 15th of April or 30th of April. Okay? And I'm pretty sure it will help you out, specifically those who are in a state of dilemma. Where should I start my preparation from? Okay, which NCERT should I read? Which video should I cover? How many hours should I dedicate? Shall I read the NCERT basic if I'm a beginner? Okay, in such a stage, shall I read the NCERT plus reference books in conjunction, or should I need to initiate with the NCERT alone? So it's a short video of 20 to 25 minutes. Please stick in the video till the end. I'm pretty sure about this. This will jot down your problems. And in that case, it will help you out in specifically beginning your preparation if you are aspiring for 2027. Okay. Yes, Sunita ji. Good noon. Now, without wasting any more time, let's begin our today's session. The most important aspect whenever you are initiating your preparation is strategy. Yes, hard work is required, undoubtedly. But until and unless you have a strategy, you cannot expect to crack this exam. Okay? Why I am telling you strategy is important? Just give a thought over this. Every year, approximately, I'm just telling you the facts. Okay? Approximately every year, 5 to 6 lakh aspirant aspire to become an IAS or an IPS officer. 2 to 2.5 lakh precisely, they give the prelims examination, and 8 to 10,000 qualify the prelims exam. Approximately 2.5 to 3K go for the interview round or the personality test. And finally, 800 to 1,000 make it to the final list. And you can imagine 5 to 6 lakh aspirants aspiring on annual basis, and only specifically 800 to 1,000 make into the final list. Yes, Happy New Year, Sunita ji. So, what do we need to understand? Apart from hard work, we need to go for a particular strategy. Time and again in my previous sessions, I've been telling you guys, please do not make hefty targets at the initial stages, okay? Like for example, if you have to give your exam in 2027, or for that sake in 2028, just by seeing the people around you, or just by hearing about the other aspirants that they are studying for 14 hours on daily basis, 15 hours on daily basis, do not initiate your preparation with hefty targets. Please do not overburden yourself with hefty targets at the initial stages. Okay? What does a proper strategy say here? Simple words. Your UPSC journey for 2027, in my opinion, should be divided into 3 different phases. The first phase precisely is the foundation phase, wherein you will be covering the NCERT. And this phase is from 5th of January till 15th or 30th of April, wherein you would just be focusing on the basics. History, geography, environment, polity, and economy. These are the core subjects. Okay? I'm not saying that you should avoid the other subjects, but these are the core subjects that you need to focus from 5th of Jan till 15th of April. Then move on to the second phase, that is consolidation phase. This is post-April, including your optional part. Here, apart from the NCERT or the basics that you have studied, now you have to go for advanced stage. Let me give you a small example. Suppose you have read Ancient and Medieval Indian History from the basic NCERT and Tamil Nadu State Board book. Now the time comes wherein you have to add on to your knowledge. And now you have to go for the reference book. For example, Ancient and Medieval Indian History you can cover from Poonam Dalal Dahiya. Modern Indian history, usually the students prefer Spectrum. But in my personal opinion, I won't be suggesting Spectrum. My personal opinion would be go for reading B.L. Grover and Alka Mehta. Because things have been given in a detailed format, plus the most important aspect, the things are in the format of a story. And we have seen in our past session, it becomes quite easier to retain the concepts when it is associated with a story. And precisely related to history. You will forget which slave dynasty ruler had come up with the policy of blood and iron if you memorize it. But if you understand the lifestyle, or if you understand the process how Balban rose to the level of Sultan, I'm pretty sure you will never forget different terminologies such as Sajda, Paibos, Persian festival, Navroz, Diwan-e-Arz department, that was a military department created by Balban. Why? Because you have read that in the format of a story. You'll try to memorize the 5 major experiments of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, which were a drastic failure. After some time, you'll forget it. But if you understand how Muhammad bin Tughlaq, also referred as Juna Khan, came to power, what mistakes were committed by him, I'm pretty sure you won't forget anything. Okay? So, in the foundation stages, you have to focus on the basics. Then comes the phase 2, that is consolidation phase. Here you have to focus on the advanced level, okay, rather it be for history, geography, polity, economy, current affairs, and so on. Apart from this, you also need to focus your optional for the next 6 months. After 30th of April, that is from 1st of May. And then post Diwali, okay, like post 15th of November, you have to focus on integration phase. So first is development of basics, foundation phase, followed by consolidation phase, wherein after basics, you will add on to more knowledge by going through the different reference books. And then comes integration phase, where you will start revising the concepts. And please remember one thing, it is better to read one book 10 times rather than reading 10 books. Just go for a logical analysis about this. I'll give you a very small example why I focused on go for revising one concept 10 times. Now suppose we have a habit for reading the current affairs. Now on daily basis, you are making notes of 5 to 6 pages from whatever newspapers that you are going through. Rather it be the Indian Express, rather it be the Hindu. Suppose you are making a notes of 5 pages. Okay. Now, approximately you make a notes of 150 pages in a month. 150 multiplied by 12. That is 1800, approximately 2000 pages. Is it feasible to revise 2000 pages in the end? Just give a logical thought about this. Is it possible? Because you don't just have current affairs to revise. You have history, you have geography, you have polity, you have economy, current affairs, science and tech, international relations, international organizations, environment. And suppose you have multiple sources for every subject, how is it feasible to revise those subjects in the end? So strategically, make your notes crisp in these two phases, that is in the foundation phase and the consolidation phase. So in the integration phase, it would become quite easier for you to revise. Okay? Like for modern Indian history, you have Shekhar Bandyopadhyay's Plassey to Partition, B.L. Grover and Alka Mehta, Spectrum, such a bulky book. Bipan Chandra, how many sources will you read? Just go for one source, highlight the important points, take the support of supplementary videos, and make a consolidated notes so that in the integration phase, it will become easier for you to revise the concept. Okay? Is the point clear till here? Yes, Sunita ji, don't worry. I would be coming up with answer writing practices sessions as well in the coming sessions. So please do not worry about that. And we will be doing live answer writing. I'll try that we'll go for live answer writing probably after 20th of Jan. Okay, I'll try for that. So hope the point is clear till here. So if you're initiating for 2027, till 15th of April, follow the foundation phase and then go for consolidation phase. I'll make a separate video from 30th of April. What strategy do you need to follow till Diwali? Is it clear till here? Any question, any query, any kind of a doubt, please feel free to ask. I'm here as your mentor, as your friend to support you and guide you. So please feel free to ask. Okay? And even if you have any kind of a doubt, please feel free to connect me on Telegram. The Telegram channel is history_Alok Ojha. Clear? Okay. Thanks a lot, Sunita ji. Now, NCERT. I have made a separate video on how to approach the NCERT, but basically I'm talking about like specifically what approach we need to follow. I'll speak on that for the next 3 to 4 minutes. First of all, irrespective of the NCERT that you are going through, history, geography, polity, economy, environment, I have seen many aspirants NCERT. Yes, Sunita ji, that's what I'm telling, how to make the short notes. Okay. So we have an approach of highlighting the entire NCERT, right? From the first page, we start painting the entire NCERT till the last page. NCERT, whenever you are approaching the NCERT or for that sake, any basic book, ICSE board book or Tamil Nadu state board book, follow 3 important steps. The first step is first reading, wherein just go for reading without highlighting anything. Even if you do not understand a single word of the NCERT, do not highlight. Just go through it. At least you will get a glimpse of that, what is mentioned in this chapter. Suppose if you start reading the NCERT of ancient Indian history, here you come across Indus Valley Civilization and you strike a word called as Boustrophedon. Okay, now you start focusing on Boustrophedon, you start, what we say, browsing it, like what is Boustrophedon all about, then you go deep inside into it. Just go through it. Do not worry even if you do not understand in the very first reading. At least you will have a glimpse of the things. If you're reading geography and you come across the concepts such as Khadar and Bangar, and if you do not understand what is Khadar and Bangar all about, or for that sake, if you're reading geomorphology, if you do not understand specific terminologies, do not worry. Just go through it. At least you will have a glimpse of the concept. Now go for second reading. In a second reading, focus on the key terminologies. Do not highlight everything. Okay. So the most important aspect here is, for example, if you are reading history. In history, suppose you are reading about Iltutmish. Now, what important works, I'll tell you, like Iltutmish, he has a very big story. There's a very long story. How did Shamsuddin Iltutmish, he come to power? So in such a case, make bullet point format notes. Do not write everything, just note down the key terminologies and focus on them. Clear? Like I'll give you a small example. Ikta system associated with Iltutmish. Turkan-e-Chahalgani system, also referred as Chahalgani system, appointing 40 powerful nobles who will assist the king in performance of his duties. So second terminology, he shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. Fourth, he started the currency, or he started the coinage system, the silver tanka and copper jittal, and important constructions by him. Just note down the key points. Do not try to note down the points in the paragraph format. I repeat, while reading the NCERT, follow the approach of flow chart. Follow the approach of flow diagrams. Follow the approach of using mnemonics. Just focus on the key terminologies. Okay? Just highlight the key terminologies. That's it. And then go for third reading of the NCERT. Okay? Make short notes and summarize those short notes. Like for example, if you have read Medieval Indian NCERT, or for that sake you have read Modern Indian History NCERT. Okay? Now after reading that, what do you need to do? Summarize that in 30 to 40 pages. For example, if you have read about the Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress, 1885. Okay? Apart from this, first session, Umesh Chandra Banerjee, Bombay. Second session, Calcutta. Grand Old Man of India, Dadabhai Naoroji, he presided. Third session, Badruddin Tayyabji. 4 Englishmen who presided the sessions, just note down their name. William Wedderburn, George Ure, Henry Cotton, Alfred Webb. In short form. Do not write the entire story. It was formed in Bombay. There was pre-Congress organization during the initial stages. Okay. So just note in the short points. First session, second session, third session. Place, presided by, significance. That's it. And your notes of modern Indian history, precisely from the perspective of the NCERT, should not be more than 70 to 80 pages. So that your notes would become crisp and easier to revise in the end. So these steps you need to follow for the NCERT. Okay? First reading, do not highlight, just go for a reading. Second stage, focus on the key terminologies. Third stage, make short notes, make the notes in the format of a summary. Okay? So this is how you make the notes out of the NCERT. Is the point clear? Sunita ji, you have asked me a question on that. Now, how much time should we dedicate to read the NCERT? And during the initial stages, how much time should we dedicate for the studies? Okay? Just pay attention to this. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. I have made a separate video on how to approach the NCERTs as well. Clear till here? Okay. Again, you can take a screenshot of this. Now listen to me. This is a strategy for next 90 to 100 days. That is from 5th of January. From Monday to 15th of April, you can extend this till 25th of April or 30th of April. I'll tell you, my friends, please add one more word into your preparation. By now, you have learned the importance of strategy. One more thing you need to add, consistency. One of the best swimmers of the world, Michael Phelps, once upon a time, he was asked a question. How come is it possible for a man to get so many gold medals? He gave a very beautiful reply to the person who was interviewing him. And he said, for the next 4 years, you spend 8 hours on daily basis in waters, I'm pretty sure you'll get the next gold medal. So here Michael Phelps was trying to speak about the power of consistency. As I've told you in the start itself, please do not make hefty targets of 10 to 12 hours on daily basis. Just make a target of 4 to 5 hours on daily basis, apart from the YouTube videos or the classes that you're going through. Irrespective of the classes that you're going through. Okay? So at the initial stages, like for example, make a target of 4-hour daily NCERT reading, compulsorily, or basic book reading. Apart from this, 1 hour optional basics. Suppose you have an optional as sociology, or for that sake, political science, geography, anthropology. Just read the basics of the optional. For example, sociology, read the NCERTs of sociology. Read certain IGNOU books of sociology just for 1 hour on daily basis. And 4 hours give for NCERT and basic reading for GS. Now, for history, you need to prefer 6 to 12 standard NCERT and compulsorily 11th and 12th standard Tamil Nadu State Board books. Honestly speaking, in a very determined manner, if you cover or if you study for 5 hours on daily basis, okay, this is trial and tested. Okay, if you study for 5 hours on daily basis, easily you in a month, approximately 30 days, where you will be able to cover the basics of the history NCERT and Tamil Nadu State Board book. So approximately 30 days. Coming to geography. Listen to me carefully. Now, geography, you have Indian geography, you have world geography, you have physical geography. In physical geography, there are different aspects such as geomorphology, oceanography, climatology. Okay. Yes, you can complete, like Lingeshwarji, I'll answer your question as well. Do not worry. So you have different aspects to cover in geography. The best sources that I personally feel is 11th and 12th standard new NCERT for geography. Okay, specifically physical geography and Indian geography. For Indian geography, read 11th standard NCERT, India's physical environment. And this is for India's geography, okay, India's physical environment. For physical geography, the basics very easily can be covered from the NCERT, Fundamentals of Physical Geography. If you want to note them down, okay, I would suggest you please note them down. For geography, read 11th standard NCERT, precisely for Indian geography, India's physical environment. For climatology, oceanography, and the basics of physical geography, read the NCERT, Fundamentals of Physical Geography. Okay? Then, compulsorily read 6th, 7th, 8th standard old NCERT for geography, and that will 100% help you out for world geography. Why? There's a reason behind that. In all these NCERT, everything has been explained in the format in continent-wise. Suppose you are studying about Africa, number of countries in Africa, the river system of Africa, mountain ranges in Africa, deserts in Africa, lakes in Africa, tribes in Africa. Everything has been mentioned in a very systematic format. Okay. So, like everything, the climate of Africa, different climatic zones there, the ports in Africa, agricultural system, animal species, everything. Similarly, about South America, North America, Australia, then Asia, everything. So 6th, 7th, 8th standard old NCERT for world geography. This is what you need to prefer for geography. And if you study consistently for 4 to 5 hours on daily basis, consistency, okay, the word here is consistency. So it will take 30 to 35 days approximately to cover your, what we say, geography section. Clear? Then coming to the environment section. For the environment section, so